Humanity is currently going through one of the biggest technological transitions in its history. The internet and digitalization in general has changed everything around us, including the way we communicate and behave. For those of us who have grown up surrounded with digital technology, it's easier to adapt to this rapidly changing world. But there's a part of the population who has a really hard time doing that, because they grew up in a completely different environment. It's clear that we need to adapt these digital products to the needs and desire of senior citizens. And self-service technology is no exception to that. And these are often not accessible at all for senior citizens, especially if they're in a wheelchair or mobility scooter. And that is why I've teamed up with VNG to develop ECON, a self-service desk for the City Hall adapted to the needs of senior citizens, wheelchair users, and mobility scooters. The flow monitor arm and the side handles enable the user to position the screen at a comfortable height and angle, so that they don't need to adapt uncomfortable positions while interacting with the touchscreen. Since visual loss is most common in senior citizens according to the AFB, ECON incorporates a rotary knob to scale up and down the interface. This enables users to control the size of the text and the amount of content they see at once. The external devices are clearly labeled and indicated with an LED, so that it's clear when each device needs to be used. A visual system that is already in place in most Dutch ATM machines. The surrounding textile curtains provide enough privacy for the user, but it enables municipality employees to see if the citizens need help. To see what citizens thought of ECON, I built a lo-fi prototype so that they could give me feedback on the different parts of my design. I learned that the inclusion of a monitor arm was the most appreciated feature, because it enables the user to decide how the monitor is positioned and who is able to see it and who not. The devices were clearly recognizable for most of the participants, but the scaling knob was the part that created most confusions, since most weren't sure what the difference between zooming and scaling in an interface was. Additionally, some expressed a desire for more privacy by the textile fans, claiming that it was too low if people stand near it. Overall, the main functions of the product were well understood. The next step is to build an industrial manufactured prototype so that it can be tested in the City Hall, bringing us closer to a digitally inclusive future.